I always had a passion for writing as a hobby, even since I was a little girl. So when I got my first diary when I was in elementary school, I didn't write about myself. I wrote about some fictional characters. I love storytelling. I love using the creative juices. I love research. A lot of times you just go to the library and you look at books, and it's kind of like a puzzle where you try to figure out how to construct a story in a way that fits a puzzle. Almost like a detective, figure out who was that person and what was that person thinking. I won the screenwriting contest, and that's when I started taking courses at UCLA Extension. When I went a second time, I figured, okay, it's not just a fluke, maybe this is something I can do. All of a sudden, Clint Eastwood is looking for a writer to write the Japanese perspective of Iwo Jima. But I never believed that was ever going to happen. And then I got, the call, and then I had been nominated, and I was just over the moon, of course.
Please welcome Academy Award-nominated screenwriter and UCLA Extension Professional Achievement Awardee, Iris Yamashita.
Thank you very much. Accomplished students, distinguished faculty and staff, parents, friends, and family, it is my great honor and pleasure to be here today to deliver this address to you. It's wonderful to be back here on the UCLA campus, a place where I have spent many hours at, first as a student and then later as an instructor. I won't tell you exactly how many years ago it was when I first started taking classes at Extension. But if I tell you that all-day parking used to be $6, you can guess that it was a long, long time ago. Back then, like many of you, I was working a full-time job during the day and attending classes at night. Like many of you, I wasn't here because I had to be, but because I wanted to be. I had already received a bachelor's degree in bioengineering and a master's degree in mechanical engineering, and I was working at a software company. But I realized then that it wasn't what I wanted to do. What I really wanted to do was be a writer. So after work, I grabbed a quick bite. Sometimes it was a sandwich from the grocery store. Sometimes it was some questionable and indefinable food item from one of the many fine vending machines on campus. Then I had my 3-hour class where I was excited to be. My weeknights and weekends were devoted to writing pages, working towards that goal of finishing a great screenplay. My father, who was from the old country and who was very conservative, sat me down one day for a serious talk and asked me, why was I wasting my time and money on writing classes when it wasn't going to lead to anything? I should hurry up and find a husband instead. I understood then, as now, that he was just genuinely concerned for my welfare. But I'm happy to say it had absolutely no effect on me. I was a full-grown adult at the time, living on my own, paying my own way, so it was pretty easy to ignore my well-meaning dad. I knew in my heart of hearts that I was a writer, not an engineer. And as proof of that, today I can barely calculate a tip, but I can break down a story like nobody's business. UCLA Extension gave me the tools and the confidence I needed to start entering contests with a script I had workshopped in class. I ended up winning a contest that was being judged by an agent at the Creative Artists Agency, otherwise known as CAA, and that is how I got my first representation. A few years later, my agent found out that Clint Eastwood was looking for a writer to pen a companion film to the war movie Flags of Our Fathers. So she put me up for it. Some of her colleagues, however, thought that I would never get the job because I was a woman, and women can't write war movies, she was told. When I heard that, frankly, it made me even more determined. I'm going to write the best damn war movie because I'm a woman, I thought to myself. Well, I pitched my story to Clint Eastwood, and I got the job. And the film, thank you. The film, called Letters from Iwo Jima, eventually won Best Foreign Language Film at the Golden Globes and 4 Academy Award nominations. Thank you. Including Best Picture, and I was nominated for Best Original Screenplay. Thank you. At the Oscar nominee luncheon, I had the privilege of meeting the amazing and talented Helen Mirren. It took a woman to write that movie, she said, and I can't tell you how much those words meant to me and still mean to me. Meanwhile, my dad, I am happy to say, eventually came around when I took him to the Academy Awards. He got to wear a tux and ride a limo and walk down the red carpet. In fact, he even stopped to give a reporter or two an interview. And I did get married eventually to my wonderful husband, who is here with me today, so it was a win-win for all. Two years later, my father passed away from cancer. But I believe he was never more happy or proud of his daughter than on that day on the red carpet. I didn't take home the statue, but I got the elusive approval of an Asian dad, which at the end of the day was the bigger prize. If there is one takeaway that I want you to remember today, it's that you are your greatest asset. It's not your house, not your car, not your stock portfolio, and I'm sorry to say, not even the certificate you'll be receiving today, but you. You took the steps to improve your life, to work hard, to follow a purpose. There may have been obstacles in your way. There may have been times when things were rough, but your determination is what got you through to today. And when you walk out that door, you may be told that you're not going to get where you want to be. You may be told that you're not smart enough, not accomplished enough, not experienced enough, or for whatever reason, just not good enough. But it's what happens after that that matters most. Remember that you are your greatest asset. Only you can light your own path to where you want to be. It's up to you to persevere, to believe in yourself, and accomplish the task that you set for yourself. Always be reaching for your star. But when I say that, I'm not talking about what shines above you, but about the star that shines within you. And it's just possible that your dreams may come true. Congratulations, UCLA Extension, class of 2019.
And before she sits down, I want to grab Iris and present her. This is the Professional Achievement Award awarded to our outstanding UCLA Extension professional, and I think we'll all agree that Iris definitely deserves it.